So I've been a monk for almost like 32 years now. Compassion, the meaning of compassion means when you are wholeheartedly wishing or willing or actively engaging into action to overcome the sufferings of every living being in the environment. We don't want suffering, we want happiness. Even the tiniest insect also, they don't want suffering. Even the biggest animal, tiniest, richest, poor, any form of life, we don't want that. So this is the reason that only the highest way to repay the kindness is to practice compassion. The person who has practiced compassion, yes, then you have to face so many challenges. Sometimes we call the courageous compassion. That means when you go out in the world, it's not easy. So you need that courage, compassion, big heart, strong, dedicated, enthusiasm on that. So because that's why I told you that deep down in your heart, if you know that you are doing the right thing, you don't care about what people are saying, but you have to know yourself deep down in your heart you are doing the right thing, and you live with the situation. And even when you're doing compassion, practicing compassion to others, it has to be unconditional, because if you are practicing compassion, even for example generosity is a part of compassion, but if you're doing generosity with some expectation behind there, like even thank you, like that, then it's not a true compassion or even generosity. It's a business. That means you are expecting some profit to come. At least thank you is your profit, right? So that means it's not a generosity, it's a business. So that's why when you do something, you do unconditionally without expecting anything in return. Education is one of the main thing that we need, because when we lack education, then even your millions of words is worth nothing. But when you have the good education, your one word will equal that worth million. So education is the main thing. So together with this study, if we can do some positive actions, maybe some meditation, even working as a volunteer work for community or society, help the community. Because by doing the good actions, it creates that imprint, we call the meritorious imprint, and that will be like an aura. It will give you personality that people will like you and people will feel comfortable with you. But when we don't have that personality of good imprints, then people become like a machine, cheap and like a machine, lots of knowledge and degree, but there's no human heart. There's no compassion there. And that's why the people also can feel that, oh, this is like a machine. Who would want? People want a good-hearted, good-educated, who has a concern that they can use their knowledge wisely to help themselves and others. But most of us, when we have that education and knowledge, but no such value inside, we will only use it for themselves. Me and I. And it's all about, that's why we become more arrogant, loss of pride and ego. But a person who has that humble, the good heart and that values, people become more gentle. Bottom line is we must have that good intention, good heart. That's more important in education.